Are you waiting for his agenda? Oh, you went to vendor permit. I need my other one. Ah. It's very good of you to come and change your location, but Steve's not here, and he's the one who has to approve it.
No, vendor permits don't have to be approved. There's only business licenses.
No, I'm afraid they do.
When
In the
did they
section where it
change
says
that?
validated by,
Okay.
yeah, that would be,
That doesn't say that.
Validated, that's just who signed to receive it. It's not, there's no approval process.
There's no approval process for vendor permits. Read your
There's only an
ordinance.
approval process for planning and zoning for business licenses. They're completely different. In the history of the town, there has never been an approval process for vendor permits because people just come up, you know, like in January,
Or do it by mail. Or
and
do
they
it by
do
mail.
and they just, you fill it out and you pay for it, and there's never ever, I've been a vendor here for like 12, 13 years, there's never been an approval by anybody. I walk up, I pay for it, whoever accepts the money signs it, and they give it to me.
okay,
So-
let me go get permission to do it.
Okay. Yeah, because business licenses.
Now, if you've changed the permits, if you change the permit process,
It hasn't been changed.
I don't know of anybody that has.
Because this is an unacceptable license.
Oh, okay, let me get it.
Went that way. No, it's never ever in the history of town been that way. Business licenses are, but vendor permits are not. No, look up the town code. It's
I can tell you right on
8.1.
town code.
Section 8.1 of the town code. It says 8.2 is business licenses, and it says that business licenses are subject to review by planning and zoning. But it doesn't, but there isn't any review for vendor permits. You just buy them. I know, that's okay. I haven't memorized.
I appreciate your intelligence and your knowledge.
I think I might have the ordinance on my cell
The reason I
phone.
learned
Okay,
something
just-
is because
yeah.
people have used it.
Well, let me check my cell phone to see if I have it on there. I'll check my messages,
No, I don't have it.
because I had it on there.
Well, maybe you had it on there, but I don't have it.
Hello.
But
You want to apply for updating your vendor license? So all you need to do is fill this out,
Right.
and then we will get it processed, and we'll call you as soon as it's ready, okay?
okay, now when is this changed?
When is what changed?
The process.
The process, because for the entire history I've been here, you fill it out, you pay for it.
Yes, just go ahead and
And-
fill it out,
No,
and...
no, we're
Okay,
just
wait,
asking you a
wait.
question.
The question that I'm asking you is, I've never had to wait
Well,
to get a vendor permit.
all you need to do is fill this out,
Right.
complete it, we will get it processed, and we will give you a call as soon as it's ready. I expect that'll happen this week, unless there's any unforeseen circumstances.
What do you mean,
But in the
process?
I don't
here's
wanna
what-
get
here's
into
what I'm
it.
No,
telling
I'm just asking you, what do you mean by the process?
Here's what I'm telling you. For 13 years,
That's fine.
vendors have come into this town, filled this out, you take the money, you give them the thing, and you hand it back across the counter. There's never a will call you. Because if, for instance, someone was coming into
I'm not
town
going to argue with you.
No, I'm just
I
asking
know,
you.
I'm just
Here's the
asking
bottom
you,
line. Fill
when
it
did the
out.
policy change?
Jennifer. Go ahead.
When did the policy change?
Janet. Did you want to say something?
Only if I'm allowed.
Of course you're allowed.
Okay, the policy has not changed.
Okay.
The issue is, on the vendor's license, it says validated by.
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because I am not currently a vendor clerk,
Okay.
and the guy that does that is not here.
Okay.
He has to process it, and he has to sign the validated by
Okay.
line on the vendor
So all
license.
these
When
years, when did we hire
When did
a
we have
vending
specifically
clerk?
vendor clerks? Because,
During the winter time.
okay,
Yeah.
because I was saying, it's
So here's
always
the
been
bottom
whoever
line.
was the
Please,
clerk.
feel free
Okay.
to fill it out, and we will get it turned into us, and then we will give you a call as soon as it's ready to go. Mr. Foster.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. What can I
Yeah.
help
We've got a
you with?
meeting tomorrow afternoon where this
We
rate
do.
is being discussed. It
We're
ought to
being
be a
discussed.
public record right now.
The engineers and the analysts are working on it, the presentation
How
as
can you
we
have a
speak.
meeting when the people associated with the meeting do not have the
We will have
information?
handouts for everyone that
That
will
doesn't
be
give
there.
them chance to look at it ahead of time.
They're going to have plenty of time, and if they choose not to take action, they don't have to do that. Okay?
That's not a right way to run a business. You have to have public information.
Actually, this is not an inappropriate way. Did you need to come in, Mrs. Kelly?
Yes.
That sounds like me with Mrs. Bruno.
Oh, can I ask you a question?
No, there you go, Jack.
No, Miss Bruno. Miss Bruno.
I understand.
Since Mrs. Kelly is here and you're here, can I ask you a question? Back in February, there was an open records request with her husband's signature on it.
I don't know
That he's been dead for over a year. Now, how could somebody come into town hall and file an open records request with Robert C. Kelly's name on it?
Oh, that's not my husband. There's another Robert.
Okay.
My Robert is Robert A. There's a Robert Charles.
Okay.
Okay.
Two of them.
Okay?
Okay.
There's two of them because our mail is...
It gets kind of confusing.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
bet
not
it
going
does.
to tell you what I've said and done about that.
Okay, Carol, no problem. No problem. That's okay. Apparently there's several John Joneses too, so.
Yeah, she called it.
Yeah, she gets to go back in Bruno's office.
Oh. It's 50 East June, isn't it? Or 55?
Yeah, 55.
55. Okay. Space 45. 45.
Did you guys do the new CPR? They're doing over at the community center.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
You just walk in, takes 2 minutes, and get her done.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's nice to know.
Oh, I keep breathing, waking up in the morning breathing, so I don't think I need it yet.
But you know what? Us girls have to learn it so we can keep you alive.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I can't tell you how many times in the last 28, 29 years that I've groomed dogs where I've had an elderly pet keel over on the table, and I've had to do CPR on the dog. And I brought every single one back but one.
My husband used to pick up birds that hit the window when you had our lake place and blow in their mouth and they keep fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, because you never know. I mean, old dogs are just old dogs and they get, a little woozy and, but I mean, I've had really good luck. It, knock on wood, doesn't happen very often.
But pretty blue eyes.
Oh, thank you.
And you have the best birthday, too. You're welcome.
What is today? It's the 22nd, right?
Yeah.
5/22/13. I never in 13 years ever had to wait to get a vendor permit. Okay.
Well, I hate to see this happen during the show. When the show gets here and people come in here for their thing and they want to open up for business and they can't, they say, well, you have to wait for a week or more.
If they come early or they come late,
Doesn't matter.
I mean,
I think
that's
there'll be more people
silly.
then.
It doesn't matter. It's a policy that they started that they've never had on the books.
Yeah, it's very odd. And I've been here a long, long time, and I've never ever. Like I said, business licenses are different than vendor
I
permits.
mean, if you look at all the validated signatures on all these paperworks for the last years, the person that's been the clerk here, whoever clerks up here, anybody that's up
here,
here.
always just processed, and we never had a.
So by doing this, that's wrong to do this to your people, your vendors and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine if there was a special event going on today, like this weekend, and I came in this morning. And I said, hi, I'm here for the so-and-so event this weekend. I drove all the way from Texas.
And if your person wasn't here, are you going to say, well,
and I'm here to get my permit,
nothing?
and they say, oh, you can't vend today because we don't have a vendor clerk. I mean, that's
I honestly
very weird.
think that we would be prepared for an event.
No, I think that they're doing this just because it's us coming in here and asking for this. That's what I believe.
I just don't know why it would change.
And no, because I've been in here to get them too for the last 20 years. And it's never been this. And the only reason why it's this is because my wife is coming here and asking about this. That's the only reason why it's doing this. And I want to get to the bottom of this in federal court one way or another.
Well, the only reason that I think he's raising the issue is if the person
this is ridiculous.
The person who is going to process this, because they're saying that Steve Henricks has to validate this, it's not appropriate for the defendant in a federal lawsuit, potential lawsuit that's been served with a notice of claim, that they're going to be a defendant in an action that the
Because I
town
already know
has
he's going to
denied.
deny it.
He's a defendant in a case that I have against him. It's not really appropriate
And I
for him to be the person
I already
to
know
make
that they're
any
going to deny it
determination on
because they've
that.
already pulled this stuff in the
Well,
past.
no, give them the benefit of the doubt.
Nope.
They're not allowed to deny it, Jack. That's what I'm saying. There's no provision in the ordinance for
They're going
that.
to, you what?
So, there's no provision in the ordinance, and I can't imagine that they would want to get involved in another litigious situation.
They will.
So, I guess I'll pay for it in cash, and then you'll call me when it's ready. Oh, give me my wallet, honey. Oh, okay.
No,
Okay.
it says payment first.
I don't know. It says validated.
It says
Why was
they
it
can't
payment?
validate it. They can't validate it until it's paid.
Well,
I understand that.
I don't know.
We, like Laura said, fill it
Okay.
out.
We
and
had
See,
a
it's
lot
that's
of
what I'm
people
saying.
that
That's what they're doing.
got
They're doing
paperwork done.
because it's
Okay,
free.
well then I'll pay for it when I pick it up. But like I said, I just would like it to be acknowledged
When
that
will this be active?
whenever he gets around.
And when will that be?
Who knows?
Laura said she thought it was
Okay.
Well, this
Well,
week,
this
I
week's
mean-
almost up. But
Yeah.
like I said, my only concern is that, Mr. Henricks is a named defendant in a claim I have against the town.
Oh, okay.
And if he denies it,
So even putting it before him is kind
retaliation.
of a, there should be, the town clerk should be able to approve
She'll
it,
be back.
or somebody, or whatever, but I'm just saying, I understand why my husband's like, well, wait a minute, what do you mean you can't give it to us until Henrik signs it? Because, there's an issue with Steve, because he made a false
I
statement
mean,
about some
the
things
town
to the
manager didn't even want to
contractors
answer a simple question. The simple question was, when did the policy change?
Policy has never changed.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I can get after, you could if you look on the past permit,
They
look
destroyed
at
the
who,
past
no they
permit,
didn't.
honey.
Look at
No,
who
they did.
validated them all.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going
No,
to be
they
different
did.
people that worked in town hall
Honey,
right here.
remember,
Never changed
honey,
policy.
Remember when Tana was shredding all the documents? All the old vendor permits, they don't have those anymore. I have copies of records they don't have anymore. So, but okay, well anyways, there you go.
Alrighty.
All right,
Thank you.
and if you guys could call or email me as soon as possible, I'd really appreciate it, because
Okay.
my
You're
intent is not to get in any, being out of,
Yes.
not being in accordance with the things, and I need to get another permit, and I want to pay for the permit, and I've never had to do this before, so, okay, all right, come on, honey, let's go.
That's wrong.
I know it's
They just tried to kill this town. It's one.